Learning about class and object in Java. We learn how to define a class and how to define reference variable or object from class. In previous lecture we defined a local variable, instance variable and class variable. Now we will learn about polymorphism. So polymorphism, also known as method overloading. So we have seen first two steps to create object, declaration and instantiation. The third step is initialization. It requires the use of constructor. Before we learn about constructor, let us see the way to implement polymorphism in Java. So the word polymorphism means many forms. Remember students, the word polymorphism means many forms, different form of method with same name. Different form of method with same name. In Java, we can have different method that have the same name but a different signature. This is called method overloading. So the method signature is combination of the method name, the type of return value, a list of parameter. For example, to find maximum of 2 integers, maximum of 3 integers, maximum of 3 double precision, real number and so on, one requires to perform similar task but one different set of number. In such scenario, Java facilitates to create method with same name but different parameters. So find maximum does not need create or any object, so it can be defined as static class method. You can see here name of method same for three methods. Max, you can see here. So first you can see here max is our name of method. Here once again max method, and you can see here third time declare it same name of method, but it is differ with its signature. You can see here it is differ with its signature here. So same name for method, but it is defined or different with its signature. So you can see here with example. See a name of class which is defined as a print line. You can see here a print line is our name of class and print line also our name of method. Once again you can see here second method, that is print line, and our third method which is defined also with name of print line. So we have a three method which have a same name but it is differ with its signature. You can see here our second method print line which is differ with its signature. You can see here. So see here you can see is equal to sign 40 times display here. Then you can see hash sign print on the screen 30 times, plus sign print 20 times. So here same name of method, same print line, but differ with its signature. So it is called method overloading, or we can say polymorphism. Now constructor. See for constructor. Constructor is a special kind of method that is invoked when a new object is created. Constructor can perform any action, but remember, it is mainly designed to perform initializing action. So if you want to initialize any variable, then you can use constructor. So till now, we have used class without use defined constructor. Every class is having its default constructor, sometimes referred to as a no argument constructor. Default constructor does not take any argument. It initializes the attribute of a newly created object using default value based on their data types. So constructor differ from general method in the following ways. See, what is the attribute of constructor? Constructor must have the same name as class name. Constructor must have the same name as class name. Constructor does not have return type. Constructor is invoked implicitly only when an object is constructed using new operators. Constructor cannot be invoked explicitly. Constructor cannot be invoked explicitly elsewhere in the program. Like other method, constructor can also be overloaded. It is possible with verifying list of parameter. We may write our own constructor to initialize the attribute of room object with a different parameter as follows. You can see our program here. Define name of class room, define various variable length, width, height, and windows and total windows. Length with height with float data type, and windows with byte data type, and total windows with integer data type. But you can see it is prefixed with static keyword. So static key, by using static keyword, if any variable or any method prefix with static keyword, then it can we can call it is a class variable, or it is a class, or it is a class method. But see, now constructor is mainly used for to initialize any variable. So it is a initialize L, W, H and N. It is a name of constructor. Name of constructor is same as a name of class. You can see here it is a same as name of class. Here define various variable, and you can see our second constructor with room, and it is initialized only two variable. You can see area and display method. We have two method, area and display. Now you can see room R1. Classroom constructor demo A. It is our second variable, which is a main class, because main method defined in it. So our name of file is room constructor demo A.java. Okay, because main method in it. Now see, room is a name of class and R1 is a reference variable. So here we define R1 variable by using room class, new keyword, allot memory to R1 object reference variable. Now you can see room 16 and 12.5 left. So room is a constructor. See here, room is a constructor. So we have a two constructor. It is a constructor number 1 and it is a constructor number 2. So see, so which constructor define a value? So see here, two values defined, and in this constructor two defines value. So second constructor define a value for R1, and for R2 you can see there are four values, and four values defined here for first constructor. So first constructor define value for R2. So now you can see result of this program. So in absence of user defined constructor in a class, objects are constructed using default no argument constructor. It initializes the attributes using default value. In presence of user defined constructor in a class, default constructor is no more available. See, so to solve this problem, we need to provide user defined no argument constructor. You can see name of class and simple bracket and curly bracket, which will create default constructor. See the program. You can see here it is a here defined default constructor, and name of constructor same as a name of class. See here, it is our first constructor, it is our second constructor, and it is our third constructor. So C for constructor. Now see room R1. So R1 is our reference variable, which is created from room class, and you can see room and simple brackets. So here default constructor defined here. Same way you can see room R2 reference variable created from room class, and you can see here four value initialize, and second constructor provide initialize its value. Now display it, r1 dot display. Now r1. So r1 has a default constructor value. So this you can see here, a default constructor has a 0 value, which 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 is a 0.00. Now see r2 dot display and r2 dot display. Now for reference 2. So reference 2 has a value. So you can see here its result. Now visibility access modifier. So access control is about controlling visibility. So access modifier are also known as a visibility modifier. If a method or variable is visible to another class, then only it can be referred in another class. To protect a method or variable from such references, we use the 4 levels of visibility to provide necessary protection. See, most IMP, the 4 P's protection are public, package, protected and private. Access modifier public, protected and private are used before the type of variable or method. When no modifier is used, it is default one having visibility only within a package that contains the class. Package is used to organize class. To do so, package statement should be added as the first non-comment or non-blank line in the source file. When a file does not have package statement, the class defined in the file are placed in default package. Package statement as follows syntax. You can see name of package and package. See, it is a visibility for access modifier. Public visibility is a widest visibility. Package is a default visibility. And protected is a narrow visibility, but it is not more than public and package. And private has a narrowest visibility. So see, public, any method or variable is visible to the class in which it is defined. We have want to make it visible to all the class outside this class. Declare the method or variable to have public access. This is the widest possibility access. It provides visibility to class defined in other package also. To provide public class as use access modifier. Public before type of variable or method. For example, you can see float length. Float is a data type. Length is a name of variable. You can see it is declared as a public. So its visibility is a public. You can see here area is our method and it is declared as public. So not that public variable and method are visible anywhere and thus can be accessed from other source file and package also. See package, for package, see here, this is the next level of access that has no precise name. It is indicated by the blank of any access modifier keyword in a declaration. This is the default level protection. The scope is narrower than public variable. The variable or method can be accessed from anywhere in the package that contains the class, but not from outside that package. Not that a source file without package statement is considered as a package by default. So in our program till now, it is a good as public. See the program. So here define variable length and width which have a double data type. So see set attributes is our method, area is our method and display is our method. So you can see here there is a no visibility defined here. So our default visibility is a package. Protected, this level protection use and to allows the access only to subclass or to share with the method. Declared as friend, thus the visibility is narrower than various 2 levels but wider than fully private provided by 4th level private. Use of protected protection will become more relevant when we use inheritance concept of object-oriented programming. Private, highest level of protection can be achieved by using private protection level. These provide the narrowest visibility and the private method and variable are directly accessed only by the method defined within a class. They cannot be seen by any other class. We define private visibility in next lecture.